Welcome to the 2015 Colorado Gayton Dance Cruise Team Meeting. I would like to thank you all for coming. You have an excellent opportunity to perform and travel on one of the premier cruise ships on the sea. Some of you may know me. I am Frank Gayton, Robin and Jody's brother. Gayton Dance offers an opportunity every 2 to 3 years for dancers and their families to go on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line to dance and vacation. This is an opportunity for our children to perform aboard one of the premier cruise lines in America and create memories with their families that will last a lifetime. Gayton Dance Studio does this every 2 years due to the cost and time required. Many other studios do dance competitions, but Gayton Dance Studio feels this is a much better investment of our time, energy, and money. These competitions can be very expensive and can be very stressful to the children if they do not do as well as some feel they should. Plus, they do not create the kind of lasting memories and relationships that Gayton Dance Studio is famous for. Gayton Dance Studio loves its students, and we enjoy the time spent during the cruise getting to know our kids and their families. All of you have dancers that are interested in performing with the group. Gayton Dance requires that each dancer must have been dancing for at least 2 years with the Gaytons and are at least a level 2 jazz class. We require this because of the level of choreography that is performed on the ship. We suggest that each child be at least 6 years old. However, that is just a suggestion, but understand if the dancer is younger, he or she may not be dancing as much as some of the other dancers. In 2008, my family and I boarded the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line Freedom of the Seas. This was an amazing trip where our son Zach had the opportunity to dance for people from all over the world. The next cruise will take place on the Allure of the Seas, the second largest ship in circulation. It is both prestigious and a great honor to be invited to perform on the ship, and we have to go through tough screenings to be selected. Gayton Dance must submit videos, photos, and resumes for each dancer. In today's meeting, I will give you information that will give you basic information regarding the trip, deadlines, fees that we know about thus far, what is involved, and all the fundraising information for the next 2 years that we know about so far. Accommodations cover all fees, including taxes, airfare, cruise, and gratuity. You will need to let us know how many people will be traveling in your party, what type of room you would like. We also encourage you to invite your families to go with you, as this is a great opportunity to spend quality time with loved ones. The basic level cabin 1 is called the interior stateroom. Most people select this, and is very small and has no windows. The thinking behind this is that when on the cruise, you will spend very little time in the room. The type of room can be upgraded at pretty much any time over the next 2 years. Once we begin our deposits, which we'll discuss in a little later, though there may be fees to cancel. God, Shannon, this travel accommodations cover all fees, including taxes, airfare, cruise, and gratuity. You will need to let us know how many people will be traveling in your party and what type of room you would like. We also encourage you to invite your families to go with, as this is a great opportunity to spend quality time with loved ones. The basic level cabin 1 is called the interior stateroom. Most people select this. It is very small and has no windows. The thinking behind this is that when they're on the cruise, you will spend very little time in the room. The type of room can be upgraded at pretty much any time over the next 2 years. Once we begin our deposits, which we can discuss a little later, though there may be fees to cancel. That doesn't make any. Everything will be taken care of prior to travel, paperwork, etc. Via Lisa Hulbert, there is some paperwork involved. You will need a passport for each person in your party. If both parents are not going, Then the missing parent must sign a release form, which Lisa will get to you sometime at a future meeting. Lisa Hulbert will be attending next month's meeting to give us more detailed information, and you can meet her and ask questions. We have used Lisa every cruise for over 6 years, and she is great. Children will be performing on the first full day at sea in the ship's main theater. The performance is around 30 minutes in length. We will have beautiful costumes and props. The schedule for the performance will begin about 6 months prior to setting sail. Children will be added dependent on their ability. For instance, younger children with less experience will have shorter pieces. There will be extra rehearsals scheduled over and above their kids' regular classes. Each child will need to remain in their regular classes through the cruise and must be taking a jazz class. Each child will need to purchase costumes for the performance depending on what we order. We try to keep these costs down and reuse costumes from recitals. These will also be determined closer to the date of the recital and can be covered by fundraising accounts. The children will be dancing on the ship and at Disney World. Again, this will be discussed further toward the actual departure date. You have an excellent opportunity here to use fundraising to perform and to travel on one of the premier cruise ships on the sea. Gaydon Dance is very proud to have such a wonderful dancers and families at our studio. We look forward to showing off each and every one of your talents to families from all over the globe.